season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Cornhuskers offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the Big House. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off. Third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off a defense, catch passes and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Johnson. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Going downfield for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, making sure that receiver doesn't get to make a play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Just ran over it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Trying to bully their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. He's going for the goal line. They will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. We just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Marsh. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't have it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the...
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. Davis to get the football. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He wants to change this route. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Gonna let it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it on the right. Finds some room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Might be calling a hot route. Catch in the middle. It's Klein. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Underwood. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustment.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
He's got it on the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Going to take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there closing their game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got...
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the outside. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Key. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Morgan.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
With the catch, it's Marsh. At midfield, he's got room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
To the air, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Hunter. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback's throwing away from heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Huskers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to scramble. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Underwood. He's going for a big play downfield. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Key. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the score. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Underwood. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And he's got it inside the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. And the ball squirted out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Now, I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and...
They got him for the sack, and now got the ball back after the 4th down stop.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done.
Going deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight.
If we had...
Oh, they blocked it. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of